Mr. A gives the following information. A composite rent of building along with machinery rupees 2,50,000. The following are the expenses on machinery. So it is nothing but subletting of building and machinery for lease. So in this case it is taxable. If any expenditures incurred on subletting of building or machinery, those will be deductible. So here from 2,50,000 composite rent of building and machinery rupees 2,50,000. The expenditures incurred on the building and machineries are depreciation and repairs. So both are expenses thus that must be deductible from the rupees 2,50,000. That is the taxable composite rent will be 2,38,000. The next, he earned a royalty of rupees 40,000 from stone quarry and the expenses to earn this income was rupees 3,000. It is a kind of other sources. So he has he has done a stone quarry. For that he has received royalty of rupees 40,000. For earning this income he has incurred an expense of rupees 3,000. So as I said earlier, any expenses which is incurred for earning other sources or incomes that must be deductible. So here the royalty income will be 40,000. The expenses incurred rupees 3,000. Therefore the taxable royalty will be 37,000. P rupees 35,000. So here MP, Member of Parliament, is not an employee. He is a representative of the public. So there will be no relationship between the employee and employer. So therefore any amount of salary as received as MP, that is taxable under income from other sources, not under income from salary, because of non-relationship between the employee and employer. Next, income from bank fixed deposit rupees 45,000. So it is taxable under other sources. Entire amount will be taxable. The next, he earned a dividend from foreign company crossing rupees 65,000, of which 15,000 was deducted as TDS in that country and the balance was received in India. So here the assessee has received dividend from foreign company. So any amount of dividend received from foreign company or foreign country, that is completely taxable. But they have given crossing. So for crossing purpose, the concept of TDS is not allowed for foreign dividend. That means TDS will not be allowed. TDS will not be done for foreign incomes or foreign dividends. So entire amount of dividend will be taxable. From horse race rupees 2,10,000 net. So it is a kind of casual income. So for casual income we have to do TDS at the rate of 30% if the income exceeds rupees 10,000. So here the total income of horse race is 10,000. Moreover, they have given the net, so it should be grossed up. So for that purpose, amount of income into 100 divided by 100 minus TDS rate. For casual incomes, the TDS rate will be 30%. So therefore, 2,10,000 into 100 divided by 70. 3 lakhs is the total amount of income or winnings from horse race. The next, remuneration as examiner from a university rupees 48,000 and incidental expenses rupees 6,000, of which 50% expenses were reimbursed by university. So he has done as examiner a duty in various universities. So from that he has received 48,000 as income. For earning this he has incurred an expenses of 6,000 as incidental charges, out of which 50% has been received reimbursed, remaining 50% has incurred by himself. So for that purpose, from the total income earned from the income of examiner from university less incidental charges of 50%, remuneration of rupees 48,000 less incidental charges, out of 6,000 50% has not received yet, so 3,000 will be deductible, balance is 45,000. 21,000 per month. He has sublet 1/3 of the house at rupees 15,000 per month, and the expense relating to the entire house incurred by him include rupees 6,000 and municipal tax rupees 15,000. So generally any house taken on rent by the assessee is to be taxable under house property, but here he has sublet 1/3 portion of the house for 15,000 per month. It is nothing but subletting of house to the subtenant or other persons. It is taxable under income from other sources. So for this he has incurred two expenditures for the entire house. Those are repairs and municipal tax of 15,000. So now for the treatment, how do we charge? How do we record is subletting income 15,000 into 12 because they have charged per month. So 12 1,80,000. So he had incurred, he had paid three expenditures. Those are rent of rupees 21,000 per month for the entire house, but out of which one third portion is to be received by the assessee from the other person. So that must be deductible. 21,000 into 12 into one third, 84,000. The next, repairs and municipal tax both are charged or both are paid for the entire house, for the whole house. So in such case, only one third portion is to be allowed as deductions because it is related to the one third portion only. So and the balance will be taxable subletting income. So on the last one is he also reports to unexplained expenditures rupees 10,000. Any kind of unexplained expenditures is not allowed as deductions because they have not given the source of incurrence of expenditures. In such cases, it is not allowed as deductions. And the final balance 8,54,000 is to be taxable income from other sources. So next move on to the second problem. Compute income from other sources of Dr. Swami, a professor and resident of India for the assessment year 2019-20. So first one, salary from college rupees 25,000 per month. So here the assessee is working as a professor in a college. So that is nothing but it is relationship between the employer and employee. So therefore salary from college is to be taxable under income from salary, not under income from other sources. The next, royalty from book written on tax rupees 2 lakhs. He claims deductions towards salary to clerk rupees 12,000 and telephone expenses rupees 3,000 paid in this connection. So royalty is a kind of income. It is to be recorded under income from other sources. So for this purpose, he has incurred expenditures. Those are salary to clerk and telephone expenses. So as we know, any expenditures incurred to earn incomes thus will be deductible from the respective incomes. So here royalty from book return is 2 lakhs. So from this less salary to clerk rupees 12,000 and telephone expenses rupees 3,000. So balance of 1,85,000 is a taxable royalty from book return. Next, income from articles published in magazines and journals. So it is also taxable under other sources. So entire amount will be taxable. He lives in the rented house paying rent of rupees 3,000 per month. He sublet one third portion of this house at rupees 1,500 per month. He paid rupees 6,000 municipal tax and paid rupees 3,000 towards repairs of the whole house as per the agreement. So here the assessee has taken a house on rent basis. Basically generally it is taxable under house property, but he has sublet one third portion of the house for rupees 1,500 per month. So that is nothing but it is a kind of subletting of house property to the other persons. So it is taxable under income from other sources. So during the previous year he had paid three charges or three expenses. Those are rent of rupees 3,000 per month, then municipal tax of rupees 6,000 and repairs of rupees 3,000 for the entire house, for the whole house. So now subletting income 1,500 into 12 rupees 18,000, out of which rent paid for the whole house. So 3,000 into 12 out of one third portion is to be allowed as deductions. And municipal tax 6,000 out of which one third will be allowed as deductions. Similarly for repairs out of 3,000 out of which one third will be allowed as deductions. So balance 3,000 is taxable income from subletting of house property. So the next, he is an examiner in several universities. From this source he received his 12,600 during the year. So as a professor he used to work in the college, he has to do as lecturership. So he has done examination work or examiner in several universities. That will be taxable under income from other sources, not under profession. So the entire amount of rupees 12,600 is to be taxable under income from other sources. Next, he delivered guest lecturers in various institutions and received 600 per lecture. During the previous year, 20 guest lectures were delivered. So it is similar to the Miss Examiner. So he has given various guest lectures in various universities, various institutions, various colleges. So it is taxable under income from house property. So in the previous year, he has delivered totally 20 guest lectures in various university, various institutions. So total income from guest lectures is 12,000. Next, his other casual incomes were winning from card games, winning from chess. So these two are casual incomes. So as per the income tax, for casual income we need to charge TDS at the rate of 30% if the income exceeds rupees 10,000. But here both casual incomes doesn't exceed rupees 10,000. In such cases, the entire amount is to be allowed as taxable. No TDS will be allowed because of non-reaching of limit. The next, interest on foreign bonds rupees 15,000. So it is a kind of foreign income. Entire amount will be taxable as we know. So TDS will not be allowed on foreign incomes. Next, income from agricultural land situated in Sri Lanka rupees 70,000. So any agricultural income earned in foreign countries, so that is taxable under income from other sources. So here entire amount of 70,000 is to be taxable because agricultural income earned in other countries, foreign countries. If it is earned in domestic country, that is exempted. So the last one is he received rupees 8,000 per month as a scholarship for research work from the UGC. So he is working as a professor. Moreover, he is doing a research work under UGC. So it is exempted under the income tax. So it is not taxable under income from other sources because it will be professional duty. So that will be recorded under profession. So not to be taxable under taxable incomes from under other sources. The final balance is to be called as taxable income from other sources. So next, so I will be giving some illustrations. So please go through this and solve these two questions. So I'm going to explain about these two questions. So Mr. Gambler gives you the summary of incomes earned in previous year 2018-19. So income from betting on horses rupees 1,40,000 net. He owns the horse and expenses incurred on maintaining horses amounted to rupees 30,000. So it is nothing but income from horse race. So it is a kind of casual income that is taxable under income from other sources. Moreover, they have given net balance, so that should be crossed up at the rate of 30%. So here, as per the income tax, any expenditures incurred on casual incomes are not deductible except expenditures incurred on the maintaining of horses. So it is deductible under income from other sources for casual incomes. So it should be crossed up at the rate of 30%. 1,40,000 into 100 divided by 70. Then the expenditures incurred on this 30,000 will be deductible. Next, winning from food eating competition rupees 7,000. It is a kind of income from other sources. Entire amount is to be taxable. Then he won a bike race and earned rupees 1 lakh. It is also taxable under income from other sources. Winning from card games rupees 5,000. It is a kind of casual income. So as we know, for casual income we should do crossing up if the income exceeds rupees 10,000. So here the income is rupees less than 10,000. So no need to be grossed up. Then winning from IPL cricket betting rupees 2 lakhs. It is a kind of other incomes. It is taxable. He also won Sikkim government lottery worth rupees 7 lakhs net. Lottery ticket expenses rupees 1,000. It is a kind of income from lottery. Income is casual income. So for the casual income we should do TDS at the rate of 30%. So if the income exceeds 10,000. So then lottery ticket expenses. So as I said earlier, any expenditures incurred on casual incomes are not to be deducted except expenditures incurred on the maintaining of horses. So here lottery ticket expenses are not to be deductible. So only we should take lottery income of rupees 7 lakhs, then gross it up. Then Prize money from winning a Diwali sale contest rupees 35,000 net. So it is a kind of income. So they have given net balance that should be grossed up rupees 35,000 at the rate of 30%. Then income from fist fight rupees 20,000. So it is a kind of casual income that is taxable. So next, prize money earned from running race rupees 5,000. So it is also a kind of casual income. So moreover, the amount does not exceeds rupees 10,000. That should not be taxable. They have not given net. It is also grossed. It is already grossed. So the next, he participated in Big Boss, a TV game show, and emerged winner. He was awarded with a cash prize of rupees 7 lakhs net. So the assessee was participated in Big Boss TV show and won a cash prize of rupees 7 lakhs. They have given net. So it is also a kind of casual income that should be grossed up at the rate of 30%. 7 lakhs into 100 divided by 70. So and final balance is to be taxable income from other sources. So next, from the following particulars of Sri Nagraj, an ordinary resident of India, compute the taxable income under the head income from other sources for assessment year 2019-20. So first one, dividend on equity shares of Indian company rupees 11,000. So here assessee has received dividend from Indian company. So any amount of income received from Indian company as dividend, it is exempted. It is not taxable under income from other sources. Next, directors settings fees received from Q Limited rupees 2,500. So it is a kind of income taxable under income from other sources. Income from letting on hire of building and machinery under lease rupees 60,000. The allowable depreciation is rupees 8,500, repairs 4,500, and fire insurance premium 500. So it is a kind of income by letting of building and machinery on lease basis 60,000. So for earning this income, he had incurred three expenditures. Those are depreciation, repairs, and fire insurance. So any expenditures incurred for earning income that should be deductible under respective incomes. So here the treatment is, so building income from letting of building and machinery under lease rupees 60,000. So from 60,000, these three expenditures are to be deductible and the balance is to be taken as taxable income from letting of building and machinery under lease. So next, dividend from foreign company received in New York rupees 12,000. It is a kind of income earned in foreign country. So dividend from foreign company or foreign nation is to be taxable under income from other sources. Interest on rupees 27,000 at 10% tax-free debentures of Miss Mulani and Mulani Limited. He claims 25,000 as salary to the assistant at 20,000 other incidental expenses. So royalty is a taxable income under other sources. So for earning this income, he incurred two expenditures. Those are salary to assistant and incidental charges. So these two are allowable expenditures and must be deductible from the 75,000. So and the next, income from agricultural land situated in Indonesia received there rupees 60,000. So any kind of agricultural income received from foreign countries or in other countries, it is taxable under income from other sources. Honorarium received for writing articles in Indian Express rupees 4,000. It is taxable under other sources. It is a kind of other income. Received rupees 35,000 net from recognized lottery winnings. It is a kind of casual income. So for the casual income, we have to charge a TDS at the rate of 30% if the income exceeds rupees 10,000. So here the income from lottery winnings is 35,000. Moreover, they have given net, so it should be grossed up at the rate of 30%. So here the calculation is 35,000 into 100 divided by 70. The balance is to be called as taxable income from lottery winnings. So after adding up all the taxable incomes, final balance is to be called as taxable income from other sources.